Hey Aquarius, this is going to be your love reading for the month of November regarding the person on your mind. For those of you guys who do not know, I'm a full-time tarot reader in my personal life. I used to be on YouTube a while ago, had a lot of tower moments. I got off. So if you guys want to help support this channel, you guys know what to do. The drill. Subscribe, like, we're going to take a look at your person's energy, the person on your mind, the mutual situation or connection that's occurring throughout the month of November, your energy, how they feel about you, how they think of the situation, the possible most likely outcome for the month of November. We're going to pull some advice. We are going to then take a preview and a look to see what you need to know or what's coming towards you anywhere from now to the next 3 months. Could be a warning, a blessing, who knows. And then we're going to take and pull some cards from the Twin Flame deck. If you guys don't know what this is, it's basically like if your partner could say anything to you, what would they say? Okay, keep in mind, guys, that I already shuffle and meditate the cards ahead of time before your reading. Save you guys all that juju jazz. You don't want to hear me shuffle 180 times. So keep in mind that this could, always be vice versa. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising. And it's not always going to resonate. And I know most of you guys know that. But it still needs to be said, because when a read does not resonate, oh my God, do as tarot readers never hear the end of it from some people. They get so angry if it's not their reading. Just keep that in mind. As you guys know, I'm still going through like the cancer treatments. So even though I do tarot full time in my life, I'm not accepting personal reads at this time from YouTube at this moment. But when I do open that up, I will let you guys know, okay? All right. So let's get into it. Okay, so for your person's energy, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Okay, this person could be being very volatile towards you right now when you do speak to them. Or if you're not speaking to them, they could be giving you the silent treatment or ignoring you as a tactic. Not actually, because if you're thinking, oh, they don't want nothing to do with you. If this is a person that does use the silent treatment, they do it for a tactic. Now, if it's not the silent treatment, this person's just being very immature. They could be being nasty, aggressive, but they also just might not be taking action towards you, at least positively. But we're gonna get more into that. I like to clarify before I speak too much on something. I'm going to really try to make these readings shorter. I say that every single time and it never works. I really want to make these readings shorter because I want to do different kind of spreads for you guys. I'm thinking about, a lot of people have been requesting like money spreads, new people spreads, if it's a specific past person, just more general, what action someone's going to take towards you, things like that. And I really want to be able to get to those spreads for you guys. So I really need to focus on making these shorter. Let me know your thoughts on that. Yeah, okay, so clarified by the Justice in reverse and the Fool in reversed. So this also Libra energy here. So this person, the reason why they're acting this towards you, if they are, whether it's the silent treatment, whether it's aggressive, what if it's mean, what if it's nasty, what if it's name calling, what if it's argumentative all the time, it's because this person feels like they've been done wrong by you. And who's to say you did them wrong, right? Maybe you didn't, maybe you did. Regardless, that's how they feel. For all I know, they could have been the ones to screw up, but they were hoping maybe you would forgive them or sweep it under the rug, and they didn't. So they feel like, oh, maybe you never even really loved me, or, I don't know. I just know that this person in one way or another feels like maybe you're not giving them another chance, or maybe they feel like you're not giving them another chance. Maybe you're not being as forgiving. Maybe you're not, maybe the situation's too hard on you. Maybe they did do you wrong, so you're like, no, I don't care how you feel, because it's not about you. It's about me. It's about what you did to me. And maybe they just feel like you're being unfair to them. You're being unjust. And that is where these emotions are coming from with this person, okay? They're mad that they're not, they feel like this opportunity to come back together with you, or to pick up where you left off, or to have, a new beginning is just not working out for them. It's making them mad because even if you tried to make it work, it's like this person is like, oh, I just don't see it working anymore. But also, in the same token, I feel like they're also not getting lucky with anyone else at the moment either. Like, they're just, even if, so let's say you're like, oh, what, they're rebounding. Or they're with someone else. That's on the surface. I'm talking about deeper in, whatever, if they are with someone else, if they're not, but let's just say they are, then this is something on the surface that is not actually fulfilling them, because this person right now is feeling like things are unfair, bad karma's coming their way, whatever new things they wanted to start is not working out for them. I feel like that this person might have effed up with you and realizes that they were an idiot, that they're stupid for it, but they're angry. They're like taking that out on you, and if they're not, they're silently sitting with it, and it's making them like I said, this is the reading going for November. So if this person hasn't been explosive toward you or silent treatment, don't be caught off guard if they do start acting like that. Understand that it's because this person's emotions deep down are all fickle, like they're all screwed up, okay? And it's because they do feel like things are just unfair, like if they did screw up, they're just like, okay, I screwed up, but why is my whole life gotta be wrong because of this? Or why, this could be a person that's just like, why did this have to happen to me? Or why did I do this? Or why did that happen? Or I was in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or why are they being so unfair? Or it could be like that. Like, I've seen other people be forgiven, how come I can't? It could be that energy if they were the ones that screwed up. Now, if you were the ones who screwed up, this person is just, again, same energy. It's just like, why did this have to happen to me? I'm so upset. If this person is trying new outlets in other areas of their life, it's not working out for them. And they're just having like this nasty attitude, and they just feel like things are falling apart. Even if on the outside they're portraying one thing, on the inside it's completely different. Your energy is a Temperance in reverse, okay? So I feel like you are also going through it, Aquarius. You might be trying to hold it together. I really think you're just hoping that there's a light at the end of the tunnel at this point. I think you're really almost begging for some peace of mind at this point, to settle, to have less emotional burdens. Let's clarify. Yeah, Two of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So I think you're just feeling really unhappy and unfulfilled with how this has turned out. I think that, sometimes you might just be thinking like, why did I even date this person? Or why did I give them another chance? Or why did I entertain this for another day longer when I knew they were no good, or I knew they were going to act like this, or I knew they were going to be like this. But I did it anyway because I wanted to build with them. And it's like, I feel like you're just disappointed that it didn't work out. Like, you're just unhappy with the way that they're handling this. You're unhappy with the way that they've treated you, or that they are treating you. You're unhappy with what they've done in the relationship. you're just unhappy that they didn't bring to the table what you thought they were going to bring. Whether that's emotions, nurturing, caring, love, finances, teamwork. Maybe they pretended to be this end-all be-all type of person, and they just didn't, their money wasn't where their mouth was, okay? And it has caused you a lot of just inner turmoil, because you wanted to build with this person, and I think a part of you still does, because this is causing you so much emotional unrest. So it has to, at an extent. I feel like, if you could just make it work, it would be better than picking up and starting over somewhere else. It's like you'd be willing to put in the work as long as the efforts were matched. You know what I mean? Like if it was worth your time in the end, I feel like you would be willing to try to make this work. Because the mutual situation here for you guys in the November is the Seven of Pentacles. So there is something about, watering this connection, nurturing something, wanting to, at least either you or them is wanting to give this another shot. It could be both of you. Let's clarify. Yeah, it's clarified by the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Magician. Could be Gemini energy here. So it is. It's kind of like you guys want to release this burden. And again, when I say you guys, it's mutual. So it could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you guys. But it's like there is a sense of, I just need something to work out here. I want it to, I don't want to waste my time anymore. But I don't also want to give it up. Like the Seven of Pentacles is like it's a card of like, I'm gonna plant all these seeds and in the fall I'm gonna harvest all these pumpkins, right? But if you bail right at the end of summer after growing and harvesting and watering and weeding and farming all these pumpkins, but yet you bail right before the harvest, right before you pluck the pumpkins, you wasted your time. But you don't want to go somewhere else and do the same thing. You don't want to farm someone else's crops either and then end up in the same situation. I feel like if you could just stay at the farm and get your pumpkins, the one you're at, I feel like that would take this load of stress off of you guys, you or them. I'm going to be honest, it almost feels equally, but in two different ways. Because they're feeling like this, a lot of unfair energy. Man, I didn't get my pumpkin. Man, that pumpkin should have been mine. And you're over here just like a much more mature side of it, but you're just like, oh God, all this work, like I just can't deal with it. Like it either needs to work out at this point or it doesn't, because you just don't want to waste your time anymore, Aquarius. But you want to make the best decision for yourself as well. So you're in a situation where this is just causing you a lot of emotional unbalance, because I feel like you're just hoping and praying for some hope. Like give me a sign of hope. Give me something, to show me what direction to really focus my energy in here. How they feel about you is the Tower. So we have Sagittarius energy here. They could just feel like this is so much drama. Like I said, they're really acting in a place where they are just, oh, this is so unfair. This is my karma. This sucks. Like, tell me more about this Tower, please. I do feel like that, whether you're giving them another chance or not, whether you decided to walk away from this for good, what if they left you and you just stopped chasing them? Regardless, I feel like this situation hit them like a Tower moment. And that's, I think, how they feel about this situation. Like, this situation is just like, it's a Tower moment. Like, it's draining, it's catastrophic, it's life-changing to them. They might not even be aware of that yet, you know, but I think it's something that's starting to occur throughout the month of November. If they haven't already been experiencing these things, this is something that they're coming into where, you know, because they have the Justice in reverse here, plus the Tower. I mean, that this person's feeling it. Making great timing, I hope. Yeah, so the Seven of Swords in reverse with the Sun in reverse, Leo energy. Guys, remember, when I say signs, it's only because some of you guys like that, but don't get hooked up on the signs, okay? Because it really could be just the energy, or it could be, you know, in the chart. But if this person was trying to get away with something, they didn't. It didn't work out. But I feel like it's more like they feel like you were robbed from them. The opportunity to be with you was robbed from them. Even if they screwed up, even if they took you for granted, they might not see it like that as of right now. If they took you for granted, or they screwed you over, or they messed you up, or you could have done it to them, but regardless, they're feeling like this got robbed from them. Their happy ending got robbed from them. I mean, you got the Tower with the Sun in reverse, with the you know, with the Seven of Swords in reverse. I don't see a third party here energy. So if there was a third party energy, I feel like that was already a done thing. Like, maybe that is the reason why you guys broke up. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you met someone else, you know, whatever. But this person is just like, no, Aquarius is my happy ending. It's my happy ending, and I don't like what they're doing right now. I don't like how I feel like I can't just say jump and they jump for me. I don't like how they won't just like beg for me back. They won't just chase me. They won't show me why I deserve to be with them. You know, it's almost like they want you to prove why you're worthy to them over and over and over again. And in the meanwhile, they're just gonna sit here in this energy of just like, this isn't fair. I lost my opportunity. I'm being stolen and robbed of my opportunity. They're sneaky. They're a liar. They're this or that. Maybe they don't really care about me. You know, they're just sitting in like this pity party, anger, rage, victim mentality. And what's crazy is I don't even feel like, I don't get a vibe that they're actually a victim. I just feel like it's weird because it's like it's like they hate you, but they want you at the same time. They don't hate you, right? But it's like that. That I hate you, I love you type of feeling. And it's kind of like they're just so mad that this didn't work out, that it like makes them resent you, but they only resent you because they want you so bad. But even if you tried to make it work, even if you wanted it to work out, it's like it didn't happen the way they wanted it to. So in your mind, you might be like, well, I tried, they didn't want me, they pushed me away, they talked to someone else, they left, they went this way, they blocked, whatever. You might, you know, be like, well, I did try. Maybe you didn't, maybe you did. But regardless of the situation, this person, it's like it didn't happen the way they wanted it to. So therefore, in their mind, it didn't happen. Like, it wasn't, they feel like they got robbed of their happy ending with you. That's why this is a Tower moment for them. How they think about you in the situation is the Nine of Wands. So this person is at the end of their rope, but by all means, they don't want to give up on the connection with you. I feel like that this person is still willing and is going to stay at it or stick around. Even if you guys aren't in communication, this is going to be someone who's going to check in every couple days or couple weeks, maybe even every couple months, because they're like still waiting for you guys to, you know, you to beg for them back, or you guys just to finally something magical happens where you guys just magically reconnect, or it's all good, or something like that. So let's clarify. Yeah, clarified by the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, and the Six of Wands in reverse. this person doesn't, this person's, there is ego getting in the way. Now, they might think that it's your ego. I'm not exactly sure, but they have more fighting left in them. They want a commitment with you, but they feel like they're just not getting it. They feel like, and I feel like they feel like they're not going to get it. So if you do not see them taking the correct action towards you, it's because they feel like their efforts, they're gonna fail no matter what. It's like, again, they want a commitment with you, but it's like, it's weird because it's like they also resent you at the same time, which is causing them to feel like, well, yeah, I want this person and I don't actually want to move on, and I probably won't, and I'll probably bug them, and I'll probably always end up in their inbox or hitting them up down the line no matter what. I'll always keep an eye on them, even without them knowing, but I don't think that we're ever going to actually be happy together. But I refuse to not, like, actually secretly want them deep down inside. So your person you're dealing with, their emotions are giving me a migraine. I can't imagine what they're doing to you, okay? The mutual outcome for you guys for the situation for November. Now remember, outcomes are never set in stone, okay? It's what's most likely to happen. So like tarot readings are like guidelines, right? So like we're going to set the cards out. We're going to see, you know, what energies are happening, what's transpiring right now, and if you guys stay on this path, what's most likely willing to happen, okay? But everyone has free will. Everyone can change the course of everything. That's why we pull advice. Okay. I definitely think you are dealing with someone you broke up with, because we have the Six of Cups here in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse. So if you want a reconciliation, I don't think the flame is not out in this connection. Let me say that first. The flame is not out. But as in November, I do not see the reconciliation happening right now. And if it does, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be in a positive light yet, you know. So if you start the reconciliation process, don't expect to be like everything fixed by the end of November, okay? Because the Ace of Wands is here in reverse for the outcome. So it's telling me that this passionate beginning that you or them want, that it's still an Ace of Wands. The flame is still there, but it's blocked, okay? Something is not going to, it's like it might start and then it might stop. It's like the drive is there, the want is there, but it hasn't occurred yet. And it's clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Cups in reverse. Because somebody here is still being resentful. Someone is still holding on to bitter pain. Someone is not forgiving. Someone could be just sulking and you know, going over the same shit over and over and over again in their head. You know, I find it's sometimes when I see people who cheat on other people, they a lot of times, or the people who did someone wrong, they a lot of times are the ones that end up angry because they can't deal with their guilt and their shame, and they feel like they ruined the relationship, but they still blame the other person. Well, if you didn't sleep all day, or if you didn't lay around the house, or if you didn't let your hair go or something like that, I wouldn't have felt the need to cheat. Or if you didn't work all the time, or if you would have paid attention to me more, if you would have, you know, I wouldn't have cheated. So it's all your fault why I cheated, and now I cheated and I feel like so shitty because really it is my fault, but I'm gonna blame you anyway. And I've seen it so many times, and I'm not saying cheating happened. I'm just giving you an example of like what dumpers experience. And it maybe it's not them holding on to the resentment. This is a mutual outcome. It could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you. But maybe it's you holding on to resentment, but there's something here. It's like, again, the passion and the drive and the will to want the reconciliation is there, but it doesn't look like it comes to a head because somebody is still torn up about what the past. There could be resentment there. It's just somebody's can't get over what has transpired between you guys. And, they go back and forth with it. The Two of Pentacles, what do I do? What do I do? Their mind's over here one day, and then it's over here. It's like a pendulum, and it just goes back and forth, between, like, I want this, I hate them. I want them, I hate them. This could work, this can't work. I'm going to move on, I can't move on. It's like that, and that's what's going to be happening throughout the month of November. So the reconciliation, it's still a very good sign if you want to reconcile. That's better than someone moving on, because it's a pendulum, so it could end up on either side. So the reconciliation could still happen. Your advice is the Ten of Wands. So I would say for right now, let it go. And I'm not saying you have to let this person go. I would just say stop worrying about what's going to happen with this person. If they're going to move on, if they're going to forget about you, if they don't care about you, if they're never going to try and make it right, if you're never going to feel love again, if you're never going to get, whatever burdens you're holding on to right now, because of what this connection caused you, even if you were living with them and this connection caused you financial burdens, okay, and you're just so worried about everything and how everything's going to turn out, or you got to let it go. You that's what you need to let go. You don't have to let this connection go. You don't have to let it die, but you have to put it in a cabinet right now. And you have to let it flow. And I know that's so much easier said than done. But if you're the one holding on to, like, the past problems, all that, you really have to find a way to get out of that headspace. Sometimes people, it helps when they look up dating videos or dating coaches on YouTube. They watch some of that. Sometimes people meditate. Sometimes they get a new hobby. They crochet. They, whatever. They learn how to build shelves. Things like that. It's just, you just have to let it go right now, because, like, that's the way of saying, like, stressing about it is not going to change it, but it can make it worse, but it can't ever make it better. Stress can cause you to not sleep, you to not function, you to not think right, you to not feel right. Next thing you know, you're falling apart on the outside and the inside. Then your outside world starts falling apart. Then you're cranky with everyone else. Like, stress can never fix anything. Worrying about something literally never fixes anything. Never. Took me years to really, like, I heard that all the time, but it took me years to actually, like, learn, like, how to. Now I just don't stress about things, because if I can't do anything, it doesn't do anything. So now I'm just like Hakuna Matata, like, whatever happens, and I take it day by day. And when I wake up every day and something bad happens, and I'm like, Hakuna Matata, 9 out of 10 times the next, like, very shortly after that, because I handled it so, like, a boss, things always work out most of the time better than I expected. Because Hakuna Matata, alright? I'm going to name the video that, Hakuna Matata. Alright, tell me more about this Ten of Wands. Yeah, you need to let it go. You got the Star in reverse, which is Aquarius energy, and the Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? You just might be having your guard up too much, because you might be stressing too much about the outcomes, about things that will happen, about your feelings, about your life, about this connection. And it doesn't serve you any good. It doesn't. You're stressing out so much about things going bad or things not working out, or, so obsessed with the future or what's going to happen. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I can tell you that right now. We're gonna take a look at what's coming towards you, or what you need to know anywhere from now into the near future. I do see, like, when you do, your advice is when you do start to let your guard down, when you stop being so defensive, even if you don't think you are, you might be being defensive. That's when things are gonna turn around for you. Just Hakuna Matata. You don't gotta be cold towards anyone. You don't gotta care more than you need to care. You don't need to not care, okay? Because not caring is also caring. You know, like when someone's like really cold and they put that wall up, it's because they care. They care. You know, just Hakuna Matata, you know. Okay, have a nice day. You know, if someone talks to you bad, have a nice day. If they come at you aggressively, okay, well, I'll talk to you when you calm down. Have a nice day. Hakuna Matata. So, you have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. So, I do feel like after you Hakuna Matata sometime, you're going to end up in a state of, like, inner contemplation, really thinking about things, you know, calming down, maybe having some introspection. And it might be really, really hard for a while, but I see you coming out of it. And let's clarify. Oh, yeah. So, the Queen of, you got clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, which is more Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, after some time, you might actually realize, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is holding her pentacle near and dear, right? She's looking down on it. That's her baby. I think this is more like you coming into your self-worth. About this connection, and I think over time actually your feelings are going to dissipate for this person on a drastic scale. Like, you're going to realize, like, doesn't mean that this reconciliation is not going to happen, just so you're aware, but you're going to get to a point where, you know, actually, well, first of all, you are going to realize that you were neglecting your self-love. I just want to put that there. And I do feel like that. It's not so much as you might... some of you might be getting over this person and realizing, you know, you're stepping in more into, like, a power of a different kind of power. Okay, you're taking on this nurturing, this caring, this compassionate energy, but this very calm and grounded energy, too. But also... the pentacle is near and dear to this Queen of Pentacles, and now remind you, this is anywhere from now to the next 3 months. It could be 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 months, could be the whole 3 months. I think after some time and some space with this person, I think that you might actually realize that you kind of you miss them and you miss what you have, but it's going to be a different kind of missing than what you have right now. So if you do miss them right now, you might miss them, you might not. But right now, it's so chaotic, right? It's like that stress. Like, oh, God. Like, you miss them. But they're also driving you crazy. And you might be broken over them. You might be hurt over them. You might be disappointed. You might be angry. Or you just might be done dealing with the drama of it. But I feel like once you let it go and you Hakuna Matata, and the water ends up being still and calm between you two. Because they can only... If you fight with them, the fight can go on forever, right? But if one of you walks away, somebody might try to push your buttons over and over again for a while, but eventually, no one's going to keep fighting with themselves, right? So eventually, when the water comes still, there's going to be this peace, this awakening, this epiphany, that once all the negative stuff is gone, you might really miss this connection, and you might then be in the state of mind to really be able to work on it correctly with this person and them as well. This could be them missing you, especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, because this is what's coming towards you. This is what you need to know in the next couple months. So I feel like that this person is going to miss you. I feel like they're going to realize that they took you for granted. I feel like that, you know, they're going to long for the love that you two shared. Okay? And again, I feel like you're going to step into this awakening power where you're going to feel more grounded, more calm, and you might then be okay with revisiting this, because in that time it might feel better, it might feel different. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards from the Twin Flame deck. Okay, see if they could say anything to you. What would they say? if they were being honest, not something they'd actually tell you, right? No. If everyone was honest and mature, spoke from the heart, we wouldn't need tarot readers now, would we? Okay, so we have, I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. And we have, you inspire me. So I think that this person, like I said, after some introspective, once they get past their resentment feelings or their immature behavior, because it can't last forever, right? It's a Knight of Swords energy, okay? So Knight of Swords are not permanent. They're not like the King. This is just a phase. This is an episode. This is a chapter. This is a situation. This is a mood swing, okay? Mood swings can last a long time for some people, okay? But nights do keep it moving, okay? So once this is all blown over, once the dust has settled, once you guys have found like this peace layer, okay, like I said, there is going to be some introspective on both sides, and they are going to look at how they could have said things differently, and I'm sure they're going to feel bad for how they treated you. It says, I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. And then you inspire me. Because you know why you're going to inspire them, Aquarius? Because you're going to Hakuna Matata. That's why. And wow, are you going to look so at peace and advanced and compassionate, and you're going to just look like you're on this level up here. Like, whoa, how do they stay so put together and yet stay so nice and calm and empathetic throughout this whole thing? I really took that person for granted. That's amazing. It's amazing how they keep their cool when I'm over here acting like a toddler, throwing tantrums, you know? So you're going to inspire them, and that's what I have for you guys. Anyway, I'm going to try and get to those other readings. I really hope I do. All right, until next time. Oh, give the video a like, guys. All right, hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified for future content. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.